So the Pennsylvania Supreme Court decided that Trump can go F himself. All right, so this is from CNN. I know, fake news, right? Okay. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court on Tuesday ruled 5-2 that a Trump campaign ballot processing observer in Philadelphia had no right to stand any particular distance away from election workers, and it's up to counties to decide where poll watchers can stand. Now, I just want to say this. I was a poll watcher during the primaries. In South Carolina, when I was working with the Bernie Sanders campaign, I was being a poll watcher. So I know how to be a poll observer. I have experience with this, alright? Believe it or not. This shitty little dumb fucking bitch sitting in her bedroom making YouTube videos knows what it's like being a poll observer. Right? So, and I know the mentality of the Trump people. I've seen the videos of the Trump people. When these people claim that they're poll observers, what they really mean is they want to get as close as possible to the election counters and scream, be annoying, and just be a nuisance. Now, when I was a poll worker or watcher, what I did was I sat in an auditorium seat and I just watched them. Right? And every now and then I would ask a question and the nice old lady would answer the question. It was really nice, very informative. That's what I did when I was a poll observer. Now, we've seen all these videos of the Trumpers trying to break into the fucking places, trying to like beat the shit out of people and try to stop the count. Those are not poll observers. Those are rioters. That's what that is. If you go to a polling place with a MAGA hat on and scream Trump 2020, count the vote, count, stop the steal, you are not a poll observer. You are a rioter. So that needs to be understood. It's a significant loss for President Donald Trump's campaign at a moment in which the legal strategy to block President-elect Joe Biden's win and undermine the election results is crumbling and entering its final throes. The state's high court ruling overturns an earlier decision that the Trump campaign had called a major win, even while it affected no actual votes in Pennsylvania. But that small win has propelled the Trump campaign in recent days to argue that the vote counts across the state have been unfair and prompted them to push suspicions of fraud. Now again, why doesn't Donald Trump just want to do another election? The election was fraudulent. All right. Only 50% of Republicans think that you won, Donald Trump. I know people in my family that voted for Donald Trump just 2 weeks ago, and they now are sick of him because he keeps lying about the election. If there was another election, Trump would lose by even greater of a margin, and that's why they don't want to do a new election. Keep that in mind. They could. Wouldn't that be interesting? Donald Trump calling for a new democracy, starting the first snap election in the United States history. Wouldn't that be interesting? Donald Trump being pro-democracy? Let's have the entire country decide, right? Let's fix all the problems, do another election next week, and let's let the country decide. Are you the actual next president? But somehow, again, I have a feeling Donald Trump's not going to advocate for that. The campaign's latest loss in court comes amid a break in a hearing where Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, is arguing to a federal judge there could have been widespread fraud in absentee voting in the Keystone State. That hearing, the arguments that began this afternoon in Williamsport, is on a break because of an audio phone line that allowed public access to the hearing went down. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court spelled out how Trump's campaign observer, Jeremy Mercer, was able to do everything he was allowed under the law when he was observing the absentee ballot processing in Philadelphia. The factual record undercuts core claims the Trump campaign is still trying to make in court. So again, you can read the rest of this article if you want. I'm not going to. But it's really interesting that Donald Trump's campaign, they're failing and floundering at every single step. Like, imagine a staircase, right? Like a flight of stairs in an office building. Now imagine you slip down one stair and you fall down to the bottom of that staircase. And then you get up, you pat yourself off. Damn, I hurt my hip a little bit. And you do that little bend around. And then you start walking down the next staircase. Again, you're in an office building. Say you're on floor 7, right? And then you start slipping down the next flight of stairs. Ah, no! Scraped my knee that time. You get up, you dust yourself off, right? And then you go like, all right, maybe this time, I don't need to use the elevator. So you start walking down the next flight of stairs. Oh, no! You start tumbling This time you land on your shoulder. Ow! Ow! Well, maybe I should stop walking down the stairs, you think to yourself. No. No, 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 no. Don't worry. I got it this time. You walk down the next step. You go tumbling down, you snap your neck, and you die. That's the Trump campaign. They're mid-tumble on that last step. And I'm sorry, but the Trump campaign is going to snap its neck and die soon. In fact, I would like to say it already has. But that's just, my opinion on that subject. But